everybody, how are you doing? As you might have figured out by now, there is no Minecraft Mondays today because I can't get the server running. Near as I can tell, I accidentally corrupted the world. Well, actually no, I know exactly what I did. I built a spawn farm while I was offline, and it will not... There's a problem with the creatures that were spawning in it. I think I accidentally left them spawning too long. So... yeah. That crashed the server, and in order to fix it, I would have to delete the world. That'd mean basically starting from scratch. Not gonna do that. Besides, I'm having way too much fun doing this, development stuff. Today we won't be doing too much of that. We're actually going to dig a lot into programming. So, don't expect a whole lot of Zelda tonight. We're actually going to be doing Python programming to build that Zelda converter in Maya. Now the good news is we already have the yeah, that music was too loud. To be fair though, that is the climactic piece for the piece. The good news is we already have the converter as a Python script. The bad news is we need to translate it over to Maya. Now if we go back to the good news, I already have most of it done. So, yay. We just have to figure out what's causing it to crash, how to fix it, and then we need to be able to attach textures and materials to it. Once we are able to do that, we should be able to actually import the model. After that, we get to work on trying to get animation imported. So, let's get to work, shall we? Now, this is actually going to be harder on me than it is on you. For the very simple reason that it works best for me using two monitors. Meanwhile, I only, let's see. Well, that's important, but I can do that later. That's what I need. Okay. So let me get some things set up here. No. I want to do it to another window, not another mode. Man. Alright. Move to other view. There we go. Alright, so what's going to happen is I'm going to have this set up. This is the original Python-based code, and this is the new code that I am converting over. So I'm taking all of this, all the way down here, and so on and so forth, all the way to that, and I am basically copying and pasting it into here, but making it work in Maya. And there's been quite a bit I've had to do to get that to work. So right now, we are trying to figure out why the script is crashing in between attempting to load and, well, pretty much anywhere else. I mean, load or set segments or import objects. So somewhere in here, the script is crashing on us. So, for this particular setup, I am going to be having it kind of like this. So you can see the current Maya script, but you won't be seeing the other script. And I got to rearrange my other windows a little bit because I cannot see... Oh. And I forgot to set that to loop. Let's skip ahead a bit. So I need to rearrange my other windows so I can see chat, and I can see how many people are currently in the stream. Alright. Alright. So, while we're working in here, we need the plugin manager open. I'm going to want that open. And let's see, what was the other thing? Well, we'll get to that at times. Oh, yes. The scripts. This is the script editor. We don't need that bottom part. We mainly just need the top part. The bottom part is when we're actually trying to plug in, code and get it to work. But since I'm doing all this over here, all I have to do is come over here and say, oh, import Z64, unload, and load. And that reloads the script. So, the first thing we're going to do, since we know this works, is we're going to start putting in print ping. And we'll number these, just so we know where the problem is. Okay, so right now we're not doing Z maps, so that's something we'll get to later. Yeah, I haven't even touched that. Alright, so if by some miracle we get the ping 7, we know that it gets through all of this just fine. So save, unload, load, and keep your eye out open for over here. And I can probably scoot that up a bit. So it should be Deku Princess open. Okay, we are not getting any pings, which means that the problem starts before this. So attempting to load. What happens? Start time. So let's just do a ping 0. And we'll have to close Maya. This is the downside about some of this stuff. So you just gotta close it all down and start it all up and try it again. But fortunately I have an SSD and it just really helps. Alright. Deku Princess. I didn't see anything because I forgot to do that. And if you look at my task manager, you can see Maya is just climbing up like 300, it's just growing exponentially in how much RAM it's using. So there's definitely an open hole somewhere. The problem is trying to find out where. Maybe it's time? I doubt it. I mean, that should be working just fine. Script openers. Alright. Alright, attempting to... No, it... Huh. Maybe that's not the... attempting to loads. And it has the file path. So, immediately after doing that, we do a print for ping. And it fails. So, maybe there's something up with our file path. Maybe it's, something else in here has got file path in it, and it's causing problems. I mean, I did a lot of crazy stuff to get a lot of this to work. Would not surprise me if I screwed up some file names or something. Okay. That's weird. Alright. So let's try this. Ping -1. Hey Nick, how you doing? We're doing programming tonight. Okay, good news. We did get ping -0, -1. But it still crashed. So it's not that this is crashing. It's as soon as it gets to one thing it does. Because before it was going here just fine, but not here. Now it's getting to here, but not here. So something is screwy. And I really wish I had been doing, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember the name of it. Basically, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Alright, so something here is screwy, so let's, alright. What happens before all of us? Oh. Wait, could it be... Alright. We got this. This. Could it have something to do with our APIs? Because I was actually fighting with Maya API and the old one and the new one. Here we are. Actually, let's just I don't know why this stuff isn't showing up. Maybe the code is just way too powerful, quick. Although it shouldn't. Let's see if this how this handles. Okay, so there's the problem. And as you can see, with my script, we actually do get the rig in. And we ping all the way to 7. So it's definitely something with OpenMaya, the new OpenMaya versus the old OpenMaya. Let me hide some of these so that we don't have to scroll so frickin' far. Alright, so using the new OpenAPI Maya seems to be causing a problem. Here, if I turn this on, it will probably crash. So if I go with the old one and get shape. Oh, that was it. Get object M shape. This is actually where the problem is. I remember now. The problem comes with trying to get the selection list depend node. I don't know why that has a big difference between the new OpenMaya and the old OpenMaya, but apparently it does. This is actually how you have it set up with the new OpenMaya, but for some reason, get depend node, and it always, even if you tell it get 0, that's what causes it to keep going like that. If instead we do selection list that, but we turn selection list into the older OpenMaya, it will work, but it won't be compatible. So, if I remember correctly. Alright. Now, my script will actually delete this Deku Princess collection. I don't know why it's generating all those meshes, but... Alright, see? Line error. OpenMaya. Argument 3 of type M object. Alright, so let's see. Alright. Get the pen node. Oh, we switch that to an open Maya, an older object. No, they're right now we're fighting a old bug that's just causing the meshes not to actually be generated. But they are, you know, because if they were there and not getting the a texture, they would be showing up as transparent polygons. Although right now it's, you know, oddly enough, I got it working, complete with the transparent polygons, exactly the issue you think it is. But I don't know, something about the open, you know, thing. Alright, so if we come back here, now we create... Oh, no, wait. Don't want that. Alright, so this should work. No. Argument 6 in line 438. So 438 right here. The mesh needs to be an Open Maya mesh. We should probably switch that to OM mesh, because that needs to be compatible with, you know, the get object mesh. And now create. Got unexpected keyword argument. Parent. Yeah, it would be so much easier if, you know, we could actually get get M object from, you know, something else, from actual Open Maya. That way, it's, you know, from the new API. But if we did it like this, we're going to get an error saying that, you know, it doesn't take that many arguments. Yep, the pen node takes exactly one argument to given. And let me bring up the Python note for this. What was the program name? Get the pen node. Alright, so... Okay, so... Here is, now, just realized I've been big screened the whole time. So, sorry about that. Let's see. Selection list, get the pen node. Get the pen node object. This method retrieves the dependency of the current node. Blah, blah, blah. So what happens if we just do onode equals that with no arguments? I don't think I've ever tried that, actually. Prepare for crashing. Oh. Takes exactly one argument. None given. That's not what you say here. Here, it doesn't even list a depend node. Maya Python get depend node. Open Maya. Let's do Open Maya. Okay, they really changed things up. Get the pen node. Oh, that's right. Okay, I don't get what the... Oh, that's an MTL selection list. This is, you know... Okay, index. DAG path component or plug. Raises index error if the index is out of range. And yet I put in an index. Oh, pardon me. I put in an index and it crashes. So, what the hell? Okay, okay, look, if it's bigger than that, well, let's do a print. Actually, no, we need to do a... What is with my voice today? I guess I got something in there. Okay, so now, if the selection list is greater than 0, we're going to get a number for how many it has. But we're going to hard code in 0. I mean, I'd actually like to hard code in... I'd like to, code in something so it just says, grab the first one. But 0 is usually what you do for that. But 0 is where we've been getting our crash. Well, our freeze, rather. Deku Princess. It gets the ping 1. And it froze. Yep, it's now exponentially growing in how much memory it's eating. So, let's take that out just to see what happens. I mean, I know it's going to spew out another error saying, hey, the dependency node needs this much, but before that, we should actually get the number in the list. So, let's see, open this up. Well, selection list size 1. So, something about this is causing it to grab 1, but not, it's trying to grab the first one, but it's causing it to just kind of loop somehow. And it just keeps going. So, let's see now. No, it's supposed to return the O node. And it's not a while or anything like that. Well, maybe the OpenMaya has something about, getting a M-mesh. Ooh. Examples, huh? For length, yeah. Get item. Okay, so it looks like that they're actually just building a brand new M object based off of oh, this is, exactly what the old code did. We need it with the new code, though. Alright, so new object, new attribute. Okay. And let's see, currently we are working with our little script selection list. So M selection list. Yeah, it could be that, there's just something we're screwing up here. All right. M selection list is farther down. Farther. There we go. Back. Selection list. M selection list. And we got lots of references in C++. And let's, all right, M selection list for Python. Good. All right. Constructors. Yeah, that's right. And we are selection list equals open selection list. Yep. Add pattern. Search child namespace is false. Don't need to give that. That is accurate. Alright, get dependency node index. Returns the node. What's the other option? Source, M selection list? Oh, that just copies. Get dependent node. Get DAG path. Maybe we should put merge with existing true. Yeah, maybe that will help fix things. Get component index. Oh, we could do a has item. That would actually, be good. If selection list, good. If selection list has item node print. Yay! And then we'll do that. Else print. Ooh. Alright. So, I doubt this will work, but you never know. Okay, so 55. Oh. The heck? Interesting. I guess I probably need to do this with a object, so... Let's see, down here we're actually... Okay, we got the mesh name. That's for the parent. Is that what our problem is? Are we just, you know, screwing that up or something? Ah. I'm not willing to discount that. I just... Selection size. Alright, 64. That's not right. Oh, 58. Alright, so now it's having a problem with has item. Alright, so let's come down here. I don't know. Maybe that's what we need to do. Oh. We forgot to do that. Okay, prepare for crash. Because that's what this... That's what today is mostly about. Just, you know, changing one line of code and crashing the program. Ah, no, didn't want to do that. I wanted to... Alright. Alright, so... I think we're okay saying it's not... You know, the shape name. Oh. On the other hand, open my object. Parent. What is that? Nothing. I'm making it up. We have to see if it works at all. Alright. No matching constructor. On 433? Well, you're not even guaranteed that the Star Wars film is going to be, any good. So what I would personally do is just buy one ticket, and then if I, like it enough, go back the next day. Give yourself a day to, let it sit and, really think if you liked it or not, or if it was any good. And hello, Snail Fetcher. Ah. I'm hoping I can watch it first day, that way I can be on the internet without spoilers. But if not, let's just say that, well, I'm not going to take any spoilers in chat. But there's going to be somebody who goes around, trying to ruin things in chat. Ah. Well, that's too bad you can't find a date or something. Alright, let's just do a parent owner, and we'll comment that shape owner, and just call that. Actually, let's undo all this. Ah, no, too much. I wonder, can I just go like that? Did that solve the issue? Yeah. Well, it seems that most people on the internet are actually agreeing that we should not, spoil it, and those who will be harshly punished. Okay, I'm just going to remove the parent owner for right now. And we'll comment that out just to make sure that, it works without a parent. No, it's crashing still. Which means that it very well could be just something else going on. Alright. I don't like the idea of doing this, but let's go back to the old style OpenMaya model. I had a few, but I'm trying to save most of them up for trying to solve this issue today. Alright, wrong number of arguments for the creator. Oh. Are they things that we can say on the chat or something? Oh, well, if I were you, I would go see it in 3D. Alright, let's see now. M intre constant. Alright, we got a vertex ray, which is a float array. Yep. Oh wait, we need the ints first. Create the FM mesh. So, mesh? No. Well, you could go see it in 2D and then, give yourself 3 hours, like go eat lunch or, have a snack or something, and then go see it in 3D and see what the difference is. See how close BB, comes to your face. Alright, so it looks like the way this works is we put the mesh object there, number of, and then we do some ints, which would be the number of floats, let's see, number of vertices, then number of polygons, then vertex array, polycount array, polygon connect array. Alright. And it says we're still not accurate. So let's come back here. M object. Yeah, we can just go to the C++, I think. Okay then. I was thinking that they would be in like, you know, I don't know, AM and PM. Like you have one at like 11 and another at, you know, I don't know, 3 or 4. But yeah, one at 8 and or 8:40 and another at 12:01. So is the 8:40 like, are these both on Thursday? So 8:40 on Thursday, then 12:01 on Friday? Is that what I'm understanding? Number of vertices. Oh. Oh. I think it did. All right. It's working again. Huzzah! Now, if I were to, you know, go through this, nothing shows up. And this is because she has no textures applied. So if I were to select all the objects, or let's come in here and select all the polygons, you can see, you know, all the surfaces. We'd have to combine them. But I'll come in here, hit Hyper Shade, and I'll just apply Lambert for right now. And there you can see, you know, she's got all of her polygons are actually made. Now we just have to get it that the polygons are applied. Not applied, but well, we need to get them that they actually export the textures or apply the textures. So we managed to get it, you know, working. Ah, what the? Oh. We'll do a note here, API 2.0. That way we know, you know, how to make that work. Unfortunately, these do not parent to the Deku Princess. So that's where we, you know, head back in here and do shape name parent object. And then we need to add parent owner into this. And this is get object? Yeah. Get underscore m object. Parent. Show. Shape mesh. Crisscross. Alrighty. And this needs to be switched back to the older style. So, just for demon's sake, let's do that. Come back in here. Redo that. Select the Deku Princess, and there she is with all of her meshes now in a single thing. But it adds all these extras. I'm not entirely sure why, but I can kind of live with that for now. So, now that we have her, you know, and all this working-ish, now to figure out how to get it to apply textures. And I think we can actually create mesh stuff for that. So here we're actually building the UV set. And it actually worked. Let's check out her UVs. Well, let's check that the UVs, no UV sets created. Yeah, building UVs. Making UV set. Else. Print. Found UV set. Alright, so now, reload. Oh. I have a problem building the UVs? Attribute error? Okay, so there's an attribute error. Let me jump this over here so we can see both windows. Alright, create UV set. What does it say over here? UVs. Colors. Get UVs. Set pin UVs. The long list here, and it's not in alphabetical order. So, copy UVs. I do not see set UVs. So, let's do a search here. Set UVs. Oh no, wait, we want to create UVs. Create UV set. Okay, it needs a set name, and then we can use a modifier or a MU instance array. This method is not available in Python. Well, ain't that fracking grand? Okay. Oh! Fortunately, we have another option. I was hesitant to do this, but it looks like we're going to have to now. Let me close all these help windows since we don't need them anymore. Oh, close one too many help windows. Alright, so what we're going to look... Well, since we can't do that now, we'll have to do a fun little workaround. Enable Mel in Python for Maya. Call the Mel commands in Python. Wait, what? Oh, crazy thing. Alright. Maya Melmet. So, we will come into this, go up to the top, import. I could spell. Alright, so now we got Mel. I think that's true. Eval can call a Mel script or execute Mel commands by sending the commands as a string. Awesome! Multiple Mel commands can be called on a string by separating the commands with semicolons. Even better. Mel commands executed communicates with Python using the Python command. So import Maya Mel, which we did. Maya Mel eval. Okay. Transfer the Mel to Python. Okay. Alright, so that looks fairly simple. In fact, we might want to move a lot of this, over to, Mel, simply because, it'll be a hell of a lot easier. But for right now, I just want to get Mel going, or I just want to get this script going. Alright, so the good news about working with Mel is we could just do stuff like create empty UV set. We come here and go yeah, and hit create, and we actually see exactly what the command is. Right there. Actually, it's probably all that. So now, let's see. Yeah, there's... Select the Deku mesh. Set current UV set to UV set. Set current. And it's still giving us that problem. But, you know what? We can just copy this and then paste that directly into our script here. So, building UV set. So, we'll do, let's see. Mel script equals there we go. And actually we could probably pull that on that. And now we'll set this from UV set to map 1, which is what we want to do down here. So now let's comment all this out. Now we can probably keep this the same. here we actually have LS selection. What we actually want to do, and actually we can probably just do that because we only need to separate them with that. So LS, I don't know, we could do a selection. So afterwards, okay, so here we're actually going to select the object we just created, and down here we're actually going to run a string that grabs all the selected objects, creates an empty UV set on them named map1, and then we're going to select that as our current UV map. So now we just need to mel eval mel script, and that should take care of that. All right, no problems there. Deku Princess. Huh. Of course. 244. Huh. No object matches name. So we need to actually do this object get name. I am not entirely sure about that, actually. It's okay, Snail Fetcher. We'll see you later. Now, this one's going to be really technical and boring, I feel. But then again, I'm crazy like that. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe get name is right. Let's check out here. That's all good. Get object name. Get M object name. Nope. List relatives, list. M object class reference. Is null, has FM. API type, API string, type string. Class members. No, I don't want to bookmark that. No, cancel. Remove this bookmark. I want a name. Okay, so there's that. Let's go to G. Get Get name. Perfect. So we were right. You never know. Sometimes they do get through copyright. And you can always, make slight changes. If depending on his name. Ah. Well, you can make Mr. Spork his, like his nickname. His real name's like Johnny Jensen or something like that. But you make it he always has a spork in his pocket. Attributes error. File. Get name. Okay, so you couldn't get his name. You're welcome. You can have Johnny Jensen. I have no idea if I've made that up or if it's a rip-off of something, but I'm going to assume that I made him up. So you can have him. Yep, catch you tomorrow. Okay. Well, we get the API type. Have function set is null. API string. But it doesn't let us find out if it has a name. Public member functions? No. Alright, so let's try MFS, or what is it? FS mesh name. Get triangles. Get closest, get connected, update, get raw points, get vertices, get normals. Oh, it has a create UV set with name function. Unfortunately. As we saw earlier, it said not available in Python, although this one says differently. So, okay. Let's hide the Mel script for right now. And I'll hide that. Create UV set with name. Creates a new empty UV set for this mesh. Set current UVs. Rename, delete, set current UV, set name. Yeah. Apparently these do work. Okay. So this should work. Attribute error? Ah. Oh, it's gotta be M string. Okay. So we'll just go UV map name equals open Maya dot M string map 1. Alrighty. So, hopefully this will work. Module object has no attribute. So 449. 449. You're really starting to piss me off, Maya. Alright, let's just do Maya Python. Open Maya. And now we'll do a search for create UV set with name. Constructed object. Here we go. Add polys. Any intersections. Assign UVs. So there we can actually do UV set to use, not specified. Then use the current UVs. Alright, more assign UVs. But there should be, you know, clear UVs. Closest intersection. Create color set, create in place, create UV set. Which is what we were doing earlier. So, object mesh, create UV set, name, modifier equals none. So let's actually, I'm going to pull this over to the other screen. If provided, then create operation that will be added to the modifier and make it so that it won't be if yeah blah blah blah. Instances instance numbers for the instances of the mesh with which to. All right. Creates a new empty UV set for this mesh. UV set is if a UV set with proposed name already exists, then a number will be appended to the proposed item. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So it should work. You know, just create that, and then let's see. Current UV set. Oh, that's get the number. So we need to come down here to set. Set vertex colors. Set UVs. U values. Okay, so it looks like we can actually get rid of this other part. Set current UV set. So all we're doing now is, you know, creating a UV set. Unless there's a set current UV set. Can't set current UV sets name. Which is what I'm doing right now. So, yeah, that should work. Oh, gotta reload. And yet, attribute error. Oh. Alright, there we go. So, now, hopefully. Okay, another attribute error. Set UV set. Okay. Did I frickin' stutter? Set UV set was the issue? Create UV set. So, create UV set. Name. String. Proposed name for the UV set. What map 1? Hard to get that going. You know, hard to get that bad. Alright. Well, it says making UV set, so it didn't find it. So, making UVs, and then it tries to run that, and then it crashes. Saying, whoa, attribute error. But that's, you know, all it gives me. So let's do a search for my attribute error. Parents, okay. The error. Oh, this was helpful. this is the same page. Alright, create UV sets, ARGs, K-Wargs. K-Wargs! Ah! Alright, this is Pymel. Well, unless they give me something to work with. M object equals, no, create, yes. Assert object. Okay, I found undocumented set data mesh. UV create UV set data mesh. Okay, let's give. Well, no, this looks more like regular code, not Python. You know what? I'm kind of at a loss here, so I'm just going to back out of all that. Bring this way the frack up here. Define variables. I might come up with a new one at a later point. But let's see about actually, you know, appending UVs. So we actually have arrays in here. So create. Now down here, we will add polygons. Assign UVs. Face ID. No, this is the array that gives us in and outs. So okay, so how are we going to do this? UV counts, face ID, vertex ID. All right, so what is this? A sequence of integers. Number of UVs to assign to each of the mesh's faces must equal the number of vertices in that face or be equal to 0 to indicate that no UV should be assigned. So, UV IDs, IDs of the UVs to assign. So for us, it would always be 0. If I understand that right. Face ID. Is there create UVs? Well, actually, according to this, should be creating vertices, polycounts, polyconnects. Polyconnects. Then U's and V's. So let's go with the U arrays. And then the V arrays. and see what happens. Alright, script compiled just fine. List index out of range. 341. So, if we look at that, it's saying right here, our UVs are out of range. If land UVs is greater than 0. Passing UVs. Assigning UVs. Down? No, you're supposed to go to the front. Okay. Oh. I always forget that part. Well, it signed 4 UVs. And then line 433. Yeah, 433. Which is back to here. So, I think we're just, did we actually do UVs down here? Build display list. That's where all this stuff is. Oh, here's UVs. And it's actually, grabbing them, I think. Oh, we got normals. Neat. Whew. Shading. This was a bunch of code that I wasn't quite sure about, but now that I look at it, it's, actually quite, explanatory. But it's probably, also going to develop us a lot of errors. So let's find out what happens. Hey, it compiled! So that's good news. And according to this, we finished everything. Except there's a lot of vert exceptions. Meaning something here broke. Because vert exceptions happen when this tries and fails. So, let's comment most of this out and bring in only the UVs. And we'll get to the rest later. Alright, we're back to out of range with that, huh? Alright, so... Oh, what's this code? Oh, it's all the extra stuff. Actually, let's take a look at this real quick. How they assign the UVs. Okay, so for eye and lend faces, oh boy. Okay, I think this is one of those instances where I actually have to go full screen. Move that to the middle. And then duplicate this to the other view. So I'm going to keep this in plain sight. And then move some of it up here. I don't know why this is causing issues, but let's do this. If UVI, add those. Else, we'll just add zeros. That way it won't go out of range, but if it detects, as long as it detects UVs, it should work and add the data. Now this is, their data for applying the IDs to the surface, to the vertices. What we're trying to do right now is just get the code to load the UV data. And it's still having a out of value. So let's just do that. Less than I. So actually no, we'll do less than or equals to. No, less than. Because I is 0 at some points. Math! Where 0 is a number, a valid number. But not for a very, long time. Okay, so if the length of the UVs is less than I, it will apply our IVs, our UVs. Otherwise, it will apply zeros. That way, we'll have the same number of UVs that we should. And now we're actually having a fail to compile issue. Oh. Because I didn't push that one back. Alright, so now it should load. Yep. Deku Princess. Assigning UVs. Still out of range. The frack. Ah. You know what? Screw it. Oh, man, I want to keep those. So we're just going to apply zeros for right now, just to make sure that all this works. Okay. Are these not float arrays? What are they? No, they're float arrays, and that float array, object and status. Yeah, that's what we have. Ah. Well, let's see. Vertices, polygons, polyconnects. Alright, so vertices, polycounts, polyconnects, U values, V values. You know, I could probably just do equals. That would probably solve that issue. U values equals, and V values equals. And parent equals. There. Maybe that will solve that issue. Unexpected keyword. Seriously? U values. That is exactly what you are. U values. And that is V values. Directly from what you're talking about. No, it isn't. It's from 2.0. Mad. MF mesh. MFN mesh 1.0. Actually, let's do something like 2013. $2011. That might be accurate. Main page. Alright, so modules. Open Maya. Alright, MFN. Mesh. Alright. Okay, so we need to go back to that older version, right? Yes, we do. Num vertices. Num polys. Okay, yeah, we can get rid of these. Alright, so we've converted this to a version that should work. There we go. Let's see. No UV sets created. UV set. Create UV set with name. Mesh M object. Create set UV set with name. Map 1. Actually, UV map. Name? Waifu was here. Don't let the waifu catch you. Alright, so. Alright, so we had a error. There was an attribute error, huh? Let's see if anybody else in the world has ever had this error. No. No, I don't want that. I want the Python version. Okay. Module, open Maya. FNM mesh. Alright, looks like here's where things go crazy in terms of, you know, where everything is listed. Create UV set with name. Not too bad, 18-wheelers. Actually, trying to, do some programming today. We're trying to create a UV set with a name. So we can actually, assign UVs to our mesh. But, we keep getting this error. Attribute error, line 1, file, open Maya. Line 54, create UVs with name. Yeah, we get pretty far. I mean, it actually starts loading up stuff, but... And yet if we hide that change, if I hide that and reload, we actually get all of the mesh to load. But she doesn't have any UVs, and we can't assign a surface to her. So, trying to figure out how to add UVs. Actually, maybe what we need to do is come up here and go mesh. Create UVs. Yep, maybe it's crazy, but maybe that's what we need to do, is just do that before all that happens. Nope. K failure. Object does not match. So at least it's better than a... At least that's better than an attribute error. Returns an M string, huh? Will only work when the MFN mesh refers to a shape. And I get status codes. Returns the name used for the UV set. Okay, so that's nice. So, UV set name. Maybe that's what the problem was. It didn't have a way of letting us know. I doubt it. Yep, back to the attribute error. So let's open that up and see what the problem is. Wait, what? That's not my script directory. Odesk, Maya. Python, lib, site packages, Maya, openmaya.py. And this is actually a compiled Python script. So, that's not going to help. This, however, okay, that's it. I think I'm just going to go back and, fix it up so it's the new Open Maya. I mean, that means figuring out what's going on with the detect node, but I think I'm just going to get a lot more response out of the new Maya, the new Open Maya. So, mObject Open Maya, and that will crash that. And I have no freaking idea why. Open Maya. Select. No. Get the pen node. Stall. Old way, old way. Old way. All these are the old method. In fact, right there, that's the function we're using. You can just see, right there. Exact match. More or less. Alright, get the pen node. 2.0. Stall. In search of a working example of sample shading network. Alright, let's do API. Overmind. Okay. So instead of this, we can just do this. Okay. So let me... Oh wow, this is still open. Yay! Alright, so create selection list. That's still accurate. Create. Alright. So now, instead of step 2 and 3, get DAG path, get dependency node, we can do so it could be that this line was actually the cause of the problem. And what we just need is that. So alright. That's probably... actually, yeah, I do some web designs. Mostly for fun, though. I don't do it professionally. Alright. Wait, what? Okay, so append on 423 takes exactly one argument, and we gave it 3. So I could just do that. In theory. M float value required. 243, huh? Alright, so... Well, let's look up endpoint real quick. I live in the United States. I sometimes wish I didn't, but I do. So yay, I guess. Okay, so endpoint. Self-verts I, huh? That's only going to be 2, maybe 3 values, so... we'll do that. Thank you. I work hard on those sometimes. Just look at our current political race, and that will tell you most of what you need to know. Is there a way to get him as a M vector? No. Okay, so push that off to the side. Alright, so we need the verts. Let's come down here till we find the verts. There they are. So mesh verts, huh? All the way back up here. Alright, so self-verts. Let's remove those. Put that on its own little grouping for now. Equals M vector, I think it was that I was asking for. M float point. Let's see if I can find M float point. Oh, there we go. Well, still has XYZWs. Yep. But yeah, not to get too political, but I'm not very happy with the current Republican lineup for all that stuff. Alright, so I guess I can leave that as is. But let's come down here. Alright, so we'll do verts or p-vert. It's a p-vert! Equals open my float point. So p-vert x equals that, and we'll just duplicate that for y and z. And now extend with the pivot. Alright, so we had vert exceptions. That's because it's all under try. So something here got fucked up. Probably just that. Okay, now we got a get item issue. Float has no attribute. So 421, huh? So 421. Alright, so vert I. X. Actually, we can just do self verts I. Endpoint, no matching constructor. Really? That's what you say right here. Or here. But, just to humor you, we'll add the pvert back. M float point. Pvert equals self vert. Actually, we might be able to just do a pen. What's vertex array? Point float array. Oh, screw it. We can just add the pvert. In fact, I might even just be able to. Huh. M float value required. 421. All right. No matching constructor. Okay. So we actually do have to do X, Y, or and Z. Float has no attribute X. Lord Frieza, the muck. All right. Open Maya and F point. So if I did that right, and I did not, or alternatively, down here it actually causes a problem. Oh, that wouldn't be bad. I actually kind of like being a programmer for work. But no, I actually work with my dad, and we do film production, and right now we're actually doing a series of books for this highly religious guy down in, what is it? It starts with an A. Arizona. Don't know why I was spacing on that for a moment. Should it be extend or add? You think there'd be an add? But no, the guy has this project called Donkey Ollie, and right now we're working on doing a series of books for him. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Equals open Maya M float array. Point array. There we go. If it pays well enough for me to move. And I can't attest to my skills. Now you're basically seeing the limits of what I can do. Alright, still getting vert exceptions. So that's probably because we changed to a vert array. And we have to change that. Oh, I'm still too far up. No, I went too far. No, not far enough. There we are. Add? I don't know, maybe I can just do that? That would actually save me some code. Yeah, now I'm back to that bug again, huh? Alright. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we're still getting vert exceptions. So something in here is wrong. Imp or float. Point array. Imp float point array. Append. That was the word. So, hopefully this works. Wow. That would be very nice. Is that in US or Canadian? And also, where in Canada would that be? You know, Vancouver? Anywhere else? I don't know. Toronto? What are other Canada city names I know? Let's see, if that's $25 per hour Canadian, that's approximately $18.23 US. That's still, you know, $6 more than I'm getting now. And right now I'm not getting nearly the hours I want. Has no attribute pop? $884. Okay. Okay. So I don't know, is that enough to get a decent apartment in Toronto? Oh, let's take a quick look, you know. Yeah, $73 to the... Okay. So... housing. Subsidized housing. Housing market. A lot of bad things. Let's do... rental. Ooh, Craigslist. Hello. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting off on this tangent, but let's assume full time. So 80 hours every 2 weeks. Alright, that's a lot of Canadian. So, let's divide that by 2 times 52, approximately. That's a lot of money. Divide by 12. Before taxes, that's not bad. Okay. So before taxes, a 25 at full time, I would earn $4,333.33 some odd cents. After taxes, I don't know what they are in Canada. I almost said Canada. I don't know what they are in Canada, but in the U.S., you can take away roughly, you know, a fourth to a third, depending on certain things. So let's copy that times point, let's say 3.5. All right, so about 1,500. That doesn't sound right, actually. Yeah, that's way more. Yeah, take a look at that. Actually, I went looking for a, actually, let's go a little big. I went looking for a possible job in Vancouver, and they said that they wouldn't be hiring because there's some sort of Canadian tax law that actually makes it better for them to hire at the beginning of the year. So, to do something like that, I would not be opposed to it. And this now would be the time to, you know, figure that out. So, if you like what I'm doing, let's see. I have no idea what any of these words mean. But that's a lot. Alright, so let's time this by 1.28. So 20. Okay, so that's 12. That's better. So after taxes, a little over $3,000 a month. On average. One bedroom with a basement, huh? A market? Wow, 3 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms? Wow. Walkout basement available for rent? 2 bedrooms. Yeah, I don't want to spend more than a third on rent of my income on rent. But damn, if it isn't expensive there. Of course, this is also Canadian, but I'm doing all my math in Canadian. Well, this is something I'll have to daydream on later. So yeah, I wouldn't mind talking more about that at some point tomorrow. In the meantime, we have to figure out what's going on with this stuff. So, let's see. No pop array. I'm not quite sure what pop does in Python. I know what it does in C++, but so we'll just temporarily put that out. And we'll see what happens. Still getting a lot of vert exceptions. So something in here is causing an issue. Alright, let's do a print then. Alright. So hopefully that will do the trick, or at least give us a closer idea of where the issue is. Well, verts appended. Building verts. And so it's having an exception after the verts have been appended. So, somewhere down in here. Let's take that out of the equation for a moment. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a change of vocation, scenery, and basically everything. I do have 2 huge arcades, so I'll have to find a way to get that up there. And I plan to get more. Okay, so it's getting the length. So... this is getting high. Get in here. Get in here! Okay, so... Wait, no, I don't want that. I don't want to save! And it reset that. Okay. Okay, so it looks like it's not getting here. So somewhere in between here and here, it's actually having a problem. Alright. Actually, I already have something in here for J3. So, might get faces. Let's see if something there is causing funky times. Do you have any idea what programming languages they want you to know? Because I literally just started Python not too long ago. Like maybe a week or two. I'm trying to convert this script from Blender to Maya. That's been my trial through fire for this. I'm better with C++ and PHP. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, it's all J1. Okay, yeah, I'm better at C++, but, you know, I'm nowhere near the point of being able to do stuff like build my own game engine. I mean, you know, doing a little bit of Unreal is about my limit. I'm having a hard time, you know, understanding certain things about it. But on the other hand, I did do a lot of work on the World of Warcraft model viewer before I lost interest in it. Actually moved on to other things. Okay, so a lot of J1s. So in fact, it all seems to be J1 where it gets accepted. V1 equals V3. Okay, is this part just out of place? Did it not get copied over at the right indentation? No, here it is. Yeah, I don't feel very confident about my programming skills, but, you know, if they watch this stream and see what they like, I'm willing to learn. So if they are able to teach me certain things, I'm more than willing to learn to grow in that aspect. But I do have a good basic foundation on C++. I know basically PHP, which is essentially the same thing. I haven't done stuff like program in 3D, but that's something I would like to learn. I just haven't been able to wrap my head around it. So if I had a mentor or a master that I could apprentice under, I'd be okay with that. Okay, so this part is... It'd be nice if I could find a way to, figure out where the exception is happening. What's going on here right now is it's seeing V1, exporting it to V3 and V1 to V3. And then it goes through and it cycles again to the next one. And then it resets V3. So I don't get why it's doing this. Because it's doing if, but then if it and it's just converting it to VI3 and V3, but then down here it actually processes V3. Shouldn't this be farther in? Over here they actually have it all in one thing. I kind of feel like this should be its own separate thing. Like there should be a function, process data. And that, process data should be at the, both of these. But let's see, where's V1 come in? V1 is none. V1 equals V3. Okay, so maybe... Maybe what's going on here is since these are, so far up and above everything, it's actually saying, okay, if you find this, next time through, do all this. And if it's -1, grab all the data. If it's not -1, what do you do, though? Well, VI3 equals that. So, yeah, it's grabbing the data from last time. I don't know why it's shifting that. But then again, this is somebody else's code. Oh! Wait a second. VC1 equals SC shade color. Okay, I don't... SC equals V3. Why do they have this 3 times, 1 for each one of these? I don't understand that. It's obvious that this is data. Oh, vertex. That's what it is. It's vertex data. So this is actually vertex 1. This is vertex 3. Okay. I'm guessing. Near as I can tell, that's the only logical explanation for this. I can close that. Although why it's ending there and then failing, I'm not sure. Pring? All right. Processing verts. Processing verts. Exception. So it looks like it goes through J1 and then it gets to J2 and it has an exception. We weren't getting that earlier, but... we probably need to go through here and just rebuild it from scratch. At least this section. Alright, so it's not breaking, so that's the good news. Pardon me. Okay, so it processed the verts. Alright, so here. Now this is, where, print comes in handy when you're trying to debug, especially when you're trying to debug somebody else's code. Print, check VI3. Alright, so process verts gets an exception. Process verts get an exception. Process verts checks VI3, builds vert data. Vert appended. And yet we're not getting any mesh data. Probably because there's too many exceptions. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Okay, so you process verts. So you must run into an issue somewhere in here. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. Mesh verts is now requiring mesh verts size. So when you do, yeah, I'll definitely be on tomorrow night. So instead of length, we need to actually do size. Alright, so we got nothing on there. Let's double check up here. Alright. Sometimes just, you know, when you switch things out, you completely forget about stuff like that. Okay, so we're still getting quite a bit of exceptions. So... print vert size equals. No, we need I. That's right. So mesh vert size. Now we'll do that length. We'll do length. And actually, would probably, you know, bring these outside of try. So if they fail, it's not going to crash on us. So let's wipe that out. Ah. Has no attribute size, huh? What else are you hiding from me? Okay. So there's definitely something going on there. The vert length is 0. So MRA append insert. No. Yeah, append is what we need to use. Alright, building, exception, exception, exception. Building... I'm not seeing any verts being added. Yeah, so something in here is breaking. Let's mask that out rather than, you know, remove it. That way we can turn it back on if we need to. Okay, so we're still having an issue in here. Oh, yeah. Alright. So... float point. Yeah. Alright, so this should have less bugs on it now. Okay, so we never find J2, looks like, at least not with this one. So I still have no idea what these do. Oh, we got a vert length of 1 right there. And then we have an exception. Okay. Okay, let's take a quick look at Maya Python pop. No. Array pop. How do I remove the first item? Pop 0. Okay, so what it's actually doing here is, you know, if there's a vert exception, clear it. So, vert's clear. Which makes sense. I mean, that could be causing issues. So, now that we have that more accurate. Okay, so now we're actually starting to see check VI3. So obviously, you know, that was important. So that's good to know. Alright, so now we're checking VI3s, but we're still getting, you know, vert data. Alright, build vert data. Vert length appended. Lengthed. And we're not getting might have faces. So, we're going to close that up for right now. Because in reality, that's probably always going to be 0. So we'll bring this guy back. So, vert length 1. Vert exception. Alright, let's do a print ping. Actually, I kind of like that. Pring. Pring, pring. Hello? Oh, you know, this is probably what the problem is. getting prings. And we're getting a lot of... yeah, that seemed to do most of the trick. See, when you change stuff, you gotta keep in mind all the extra stuff. So we can remove the prings. We don't need that anymore. This is giving us all the information we need, so we can actually hide most of it now. In fact, what's the current issue? 406. Yeah. Alright, so now we got 422, or 442. Must be... Argument 6 must be a Maya, open Maya object, not none. One, two, three, four, five, six. Alright, so... equals mesh name. That equals this. Oh. In our zeal, we forgot to fix that part. Alright, let's give this a shot. Hey, part of it built. It's not much, but it's something. No. Line 1, attribute error. Open Maya object has no attribute. Create UV set with name. That's because we switched over to the new one. Yay! So now that the documentation... Alright. We're gonna... Okay. So now we can actually use the more modern API look. API 2.0 MFN Mesh. MFN Mesh. Oh, we need 2014. There we go. Assign UVs. No, we need set UV. Or UV set name. Delete. Create UV set. Okay. So now, create UV set. I know, right? Sometimes documentation is the only way to get stuff done. And other times it just, you know... Okay, wait. This is M object. No, we don't want an M object. We need the mesh. So we can actually might be able to do this up here. Runtime error. Object does not exist. Of course it doesn't. Okay, so maybe what we need to do is something more along the lines of... Wait, was that the issue earlier? Did I just forget to do that? Nope. Alright, so... Is there an M object... node for mesh? Doubt it. Okay, so let's just see if there's a example. Create UV set example. Yeah, I get that issue too. Well, let's see. Right now, we have a mesh object, which is created by OpenMaya FNM Mesh. That is then being sent to, we're getting the object for it for mesh create, which creates the object. So now we have to make a UV set. But, when I set it to mesh, it says, sorry, that doesn't exist. When I set it to mesh object, it says this doesn't have that kind of function. So theoretically, it should be here like that, or, vice versa. But either way, I'm still getting the same issue, where it's, saying error, attribute not found, or, error, I don't like you. Yeah, error runtime. Object does not exist. And yet, right there, it clearly does. So maybe I need to do a if not object. Or if mesh else print object not found. Well, mesh is set. Let's see. I know I've done it exists. My keyboard loves to do that. Alright, so mesh exists, so if not object exists, mesh. Alright, so that's wrong, but yeah, object not found. So no UV set, but that's still wrong. Let's try building it afterwards. See what happens. Object not still not found. Oh, yeah. No, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build a Python converter. I actually have an old version that was built specifically for Blender, but now I'm trying to convert this code, all of it, over into a version that works in Maya, because, quite frankly, I cannot work with Blender. I try, I just can't. It's so frustrating to me. But yeah, I can, I got the DQ Princess. I don't know why she's looking skewed like this. That's new. But, I've got a whole bunch of characters I can, import, but still getting the same problem. And I can't import more than one at a time. It causes problems. So, yeah. Mikaru! And apparently he has a problem too. Global name floor is not defined. Well, this is all stuff I'll have to figure out as I go through it, but right now I'm just using the Deku Princess as my target because it's just easy to do. Deku Princess. I use her. I can get her mostly working. If I assign him a shader to her right now, it would actually, mostly work. I still need to do, like, yeah. Yeah, and that's what we're doing right now, is going through all the script and trying to figure out, okay, how do I get it to do this? How do I get it to do this? What the frack is this doing? Because this is somebody else's script who did it in Blender. And I don't know Blender. And I'm new to Python. So this is a trial by fire. I'm learning Python by, doing. Thanks for following me. So yeah, right now I'm trying to figure out why all this is not working. And near as I can tell, everybody seems to be saying that the 2.0 API, which is the one that seems to be working better, is actually incomplete. And that's what, bugs like this are causing. Meanwhile, the 1.0 API is badly documented, not very well supported, and it's very hard to find the documentation for it in a working function. Yeah, I try to do that and it doesn't work. So, I need about a 5-minute break because I gotta stand up, walk away from this for a bit, use the bathroom, and then I'll be right back. So, yeah, I'll be AFK for about 5 minutes, hopefully less. Be right back. And I'm back. Well, yeah, if it was next to Maya, that would be a lot easier. But the problem is, this import script is only available for Blender. So, getting it to work with Maya, it's just easier in many ways. I do it with Lightwave, but I don't know the Lightwave API anywhere near as well. Of course, I don't know the Maya API that well either, so... Alright, so let's see. Why is that going like that? Could it be just that? Okay, no. So is it down here with the rest of the verts? No. 0. Ah, no. There. Okay, I have no idea why she is going cockeyed like that. Alrighty, Infinite mesh, create. Copy, create, U value. Parent equals V value. Okay. So hopefully that solves one or two issues. Huh. Okay, she's coming in flat. And at a weird angle. So something I did screwed me over. No. What I'm trying to do is copy a Blender script into Maya so that the Nintendo the uncompressed Nintendo characters, the ones listed, the Z object ones, they'll load natively in Maya. That is what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to get them to load in Maya perfectly, or as near as perfect as possible. Let me show you what the script does in Blender. So, give me a moment. Come on, system. You can do it. You're a big, strong system. Yeah, honestly, I try. I do not like the interface with this system. And also, there's a lot buggy with this program. So, if I load in the DQ Princess, this is the same file. You can see here that, you know, she comes in, she's textured, and in fact, she's animated. This is reading data directly from the Nintendo 64 game. Now, there are whole bunches of issues I have with this particular setup, but the interface itself is just, you know, problematic for me. And the fact that if I have to basically start new in order to import her again with a different animation. So if I come back here to DQ Princess and switch to a new animation, I can import, and, you know, the animation doesn't change. It's the same animation, so it doesn't import the new animation, and now there's a new copy of her down below. And near as I can tell, the only way to get it so that the animation loads up correctly is to go File New. And I gotta delete that base stuff. And then I go back into here, choose the DQ Princess, choose Animation 2, and import. And apparently here she's attacking her father. But being able to import the characters like this in Maya is my goal. Now, I suppose I could theoretically just keep importing here, then just copy them over FBX style. But, you know, with all the crap I gotta do to get this to work, I'd rather just, learn it all and, learn how to do Python programming and get it to convert natively in Maya. What's going on right now in Maya, near as I can tell, is that the X and Y seem to be mostly okay. Yeah, the X and Y seem to be okay, but for some reason, the height is just, doing it on a straight path. It's not doing the 3D. I don't know why. Maybe I need to do, float point 0 XY. Oh! There's the problem. Alright. Willing to bet $100. That was the problem. I'm not saying I'm going to actually pay out. I'm just saying, I would be willing to bet. Not that I'm going to bet. With programming, you never know. But that is definitely a contender for what was going on. Oh, no, I would have won the $100 there. So yeah, the X value was actually being inputted into both the X value and the Y value. So... So now she's importing again properly in 3D. Of course, she still needs materials applied and her UVs generated. But I cannot, for the life of me, create a UV channel. So, I guess it's back to trying to figure out something else with this. And it definitely looks like I need to create the UV set before, I do the create. Yeah. Well, you were right. And so was I. It was a tie! Alright, so since that's obviously not working, let's do that Mel scripts crap. Poly UV set. Let's see what that does. Current new UV set string. So create. Well, there's should be a create, but not new. Oh, this is 2011. Let's go 2014. Nope. UL or PU. (2014). No, I did not. Okay, so UV set, current UV set, copy. Well, let's just... More results. 2011, 2016. We need 2014. Yeah, 2015's close, but... Oh. Maybe I'm trying to do it too hard. Alright, so start with a poly object, make a copy of map with a new UV set. Create a new empty UV set. Here we are. Huh. Yeah, what you're seeing here is actually the Mel script that Maya puts out when you say, do this. So, actually, we're going to get around some issues. So... So, screw all that. We're just doing that. That's just, you know. Alright, so now make a copy. So set the current UV set. Alright. There we go. That should solve that issue. I was going too deep into it. So hopefully... Oh. UV set name, huh? No, UV map name. Still not doing anything? Alrighty. I'm admitting defeat on this until we get a little bit more dealt with. It should be working though. Alright, so this creates the UVs. Oh, maybe I need to, because, you know, sometimes Maya's picky like this. At least the mill scripts are. Alright. UV? Yeah. Alright, creates a method. If U values are supplied, given they must be contain the same number of values, otherwise index error will occur. Note of UVs are simply stored in the mesh, not assigned to any vertices. To assign them, use assign vertices, assign UVs. So, okay, so there. Okay, so now we need to assign to the UV counts. Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen this file yet, so... Alright, so... FN mesh. Alright, so create the other UV set. You must do this first. Add 4 UVs to the map. Alright, so set UVs. So it looks like huh. Okay. Let's see what happens. Near as I can tell, they only use one. You know, they do a lot of tricks with masking and mirroring and clamping and all sorts of stuff with the edge, but they only have 1 UVs. So that's why I've only ever worried about one. But it's looking like the way I need to do this is a little different from what I anticipated. So, FN mesh. Where does he get FN mesh? You get mesh object, mesh diag, but FN mesh, I'm not sure where that's being called from. Yeah, maybe that's his, you know, OpenMaya FN mesh. So, what he's doing is basically that. Create UV set. Alright, so maybe this will work. I don't know. Error. Object does not exist. 445. Yeah, so I think it's mesh. Create UV maps. And it's still going to say error mesh not found. Wait, what? Okay. I'm not getting an error? Huh. Well, let's fix that. Let's see, what was it? Oh, yes. There you go here. Float arrays, we got those. So now, we set UVs. So, mesh, set UVs. U array, V array, and let's see, that. Uh, no, I cannot see deleted links. You'd need permission to post it, but if you could just say, you know, you might find a way around that. Okay, so the API 2011 API, but then what function am I looking for? Yeah, I've looked at that. It doesn't really help much with what I need, because mesh.com. Yeah, it helps a little bit, but not a whole lot. And this is mostly for the C++ side. So, there's that. In fact, I was even looking through this earlier, and one of the functions I was looking at actually said this function is not available in Python. Of course, that is for 2011, so... yeah. Okay, it said it made maps. Create every made maps. Okay, so I think it actually did make a UV set, but since there's nothing there. Alright. So I'm going to assume that this is working for now because I'm not seeing any problems with it. But, going back to the how-tos. Where's mesh DAG being used in here, really? To successfully set the UVs in a UV set that is not the default UV set, you must be defining at least the same number of UVs that exists in the default set. Okay. No, I appreciate your help. It's... I've been going through this all today, so it's been, tricky. Ooh, assign UVs. Alright, so assign UVs. AUV count. So, Mapping UVs to 2 triangles, 3 UVs per face. Okay. So that actually looks more how we want to go. I'm still confused about that, but so we need a count here. Num vertices? The UI map IDs. I have no idea what a UI map ID is. Numverts. Actually, what we'll do here is num polys times 3, because there's always going to be 3 for every poly. This can just be well, this has to be an actual array. Actually, AU counts needs to be an array too. Just can't be a number. So let's do this. Let's create int arrays. We'll do that up here. And actually, I just noticed this is Mel, so we need to switch this over to Python, which is like that. Alright, so now for I in range. I honestly don't remember the difference between range and X range, so we'll just do range. Num poly. Num polygons. Okay, so AUV counts, append 3, and AVUI, append 0. I hope that's accurate. I have absolutely, again, I have absolutely no idea what this is. No, back here to Maya. Okay, re-import. Princess, and we got a runtime error. No element given at index 453. No element given at index. Alright, let's try one. let's do this. Just freaking I. I don't know. Here. Wait, what? No, that's working. So we can actually just, have that down there. This is trying to assign the UVs, but it's having a problem with one of these. So let's see now. Well, I got the dendrite. This needs to be an integer, so let's just try 1. I doubt that works. No element at given index. On the other hand, we could just do it manually. Well, manually. Which actually is not a terrible concept. Alright, so, assign vert. So we need I. For V. V equals I divided by 3, or %3. So V equals I %3. P equals 0. And then AUVids 1. I still don't have any idea what the AUV in this is. It has 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, and then 0, 2, 3. Maybe it's the polygon name or ID? Ah. Yeah, let's just do this. I don't know, maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. But either way, I feel I can get rid of all that. And just that. It's good enough. Or is it? UV map IDs. Oh. Yeah, I mean, you look at this, I don't see any, actual thing for what it can be. It's obviously a reference to, some of the stuff they did up in here. They did, create 2, 4, so 4 points, 2 polys. But, I don't really see what that's, supposed to be doing, so... But, and the reason I don't think it's a name, though, is that, it duplicates twice. So maybe they're just saying, this connects to these polys. In which case, we actually need to do poly connects in there. Oh my fucking god, that's what it is. Yeah. That just makes a lot more sense now. If it's actually identifying which polygons it's connecting to. And even if it's not, screw it. I'm happy. Alright. So... if v equals 2... P++, which I honestly don't know if that works in this. So actually I'm going to do P equals P plus 1. Alright, so, there we go. Let's see if that works, or at least comes close to working. Well, no UVs there. And we just had a fatal error. Oh boy. Yeah, I know. Well, maybe that means we're on the right path. Okay, so we are definitely causing a problem here. We'll just do append I 3 times. Now we'll see if that works. Nope, still crashing. Alright, so let's comment that out and see if it has the same problem. Okay, so well, we got a bit farther ahead than we were when we started. We're definitely to the point where we're actually able to almost create UVs, so that's a good thing. But I'm exhausted. I've been doing this for almost 4 hours now, almost straight. And it's late. I think I need to call it a night. I will do some research and see if I can figure out what the UV IDs are. And hopefully we can get the UVs assigned tomorrow. Or I can do it while offline. That depends on how big of a day I have at work tomorrow. Actually, I have some more work I have to do tonight. Yay! So, yeah, we're gonna just call it here for tonight. She imports, you know, that's about it. She imports. We are getting the UVs. We don't have any more bugs, and we're all using the new API, so that's all good stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Except, Alright. Everybody have a good night. Join me tomorrow at 10 p.m. Pacific. I stream every day unless, the holiday schedule down below says differently. Or, something happens. You can be caught up with the stream. Any notes about the stream on Twitter at Kjasi Plays. I will post something on there if I'm not able to make the stream, or I'll just give you a 20-minute heads up, like 20-15 minutes. Be sure to visit all my be sure to watch live at twitch.tv/Kjasi. You can look at all the previous videos at YouTube/Kjasi. Be sure to donate because all of the money comes directly to my screen. And, well, it donates directly to the stream. I don't know, Caden. I'm actually using it because I'm doing some game development stuff. So, I really don't know if art and creative works for programming, but I didn't really think there would be something specifically for programming. I definitely think it's creative. So, there's that. Alrighty. I will see everyone tomorrow at 10 p.m. Pacific time. Because I stream every day. Thanks for joining me. Good night.